collective reading. This is for all signs, and it's going to just be like an energy report for the week of 11/23 to 11/29. This is a general tarot reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I'm going to give you a little astrology rundown. We'll do overall energy, clarification cards, and end with an oracle card. Tarot is not fortune telling. I will not tell you anything that you don't already know. This is just a tool for your soul's expansion. So, the overall theme for this coming week is expansion, clarity, and momentum. There's a sun in Sagittarius, which brings optimism, big picture thinking. The waning moon is all about release and recalibration. We have Mercury energy bringing clearer conversations, and the Mars energy is a push to take action. But the bottom line is that this week feels like a bridge from deep emotional processing to more enthusiasm, renewed enthusiasm. We're gonna have a clearer direction, and we're gonna take more outward motion. Things are gonna start moving, or we'll start taking more action. So that's just a quick little astrology rundown, and we're gonna get straight into the tarot. So let's look at the overall energy for this week. At the bottom of the deck, and what we don't see coming, is some sort of success. This is about public recognition, being raised above others, like being recognized for our efforts because we aligned our actions and because you aligned your actions and your belief systems. Things are starting to move into motion. People are starting to give you gratification or recognize your efforts, whether that's them being happy for you or upset with your progress, whatever that is. Only you can know, but there's going to be some sort of success or victory feeling. And even if that's just like a small win of like, I finally stopped eating this bag of chips every night, or if it's, you know, I finally stood up to my bully, whatever that is for you, that's what we don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. But with the overall energy, it seems like we're wanting to create something. We're tired of feeling like hurt by others, or it's like we've hit the last like straw, and now because of that we've moved out of this idea that we've had, like, oh, I have this idea, I want to do something, but I'm afraid that it's going to cause pain to myself or to others, and so I haven't done it. But something happened that was like a last straw, or something is happening that's a last straw, and so now it's like, okay, I'm going to create this. I'm going to put a lid on my emotions and not react emotionally to things anymore, and I'm going to, there's an energy of avoidance, because it's feeling like we're needing to weigh our options, or like decide, you know, maybe this is what the clear, you know, us getting more clear on our communication is going to be about here, because we're trying to weigh our options, or maybe there's like you're avoiding a conversation, or avoiding taking an action, avoiding moving forward with an idea, because there's a lot of emotions surrounding it. Could be subconscious beliefs and fear surrounding it. But yeah, if we look at these cards on an individual level, the Page of Pentacles is you wanting to create something, you focusing all of your energy on one thing. This is this is like the beginning stages of something. The Page of Pentacles isn't focusing on this pain here. This pain is over, it's already happened, or it already will happen to you. It's like this last straw is very painful, and that is what probably you're processing right now, because there is a lot of processing of deep emotions going on for us as a collective this week. And I think it has to do with this like painful last straw. This is a 10, so this is the ending. There is no worse, like it can't get worse from here regarding whatever this situation is for you personally. But yes, is it painful? Yes. is painful. But you need to put your energy towards focusing on creating this thing that you want to create. It's like, what actions can I take every day to assume that I already have this, that this is already coming to me? Personally, I've been working a lot on trying to really use the law of attraction and become aware of the law of attraction when I'm in a negative thought pattern. How is it's like emotionally affects me, and so that's my emotional guidance system showing me that I'm, out of the flow. I'm going against the current. I am going towards what I don't want instead of what I do want, because I'm not feeling good, because I'm emotionally reacting to these thought patterns that aren't in alignment with my highest self, aren't in alignment with what I'm wanting to create. And that could be hard when you are an emotional being. We all are, but it's like being able to be mature about our emotions and know that our emotions can't control us. We control our reaction to our emotions. It's not that we can't control our emotions. It's our guidance system, but it's that, instead of being so reactive to and falling in and drowning in the sea of these emotions, instead being able to put a lid on it and be grounded in reality. Like, I feel this way, but I can move towards better feeling thoughts. I can do actions that make me feel better. I can surround myself and talk to people that make me feel better. Sometimes just going and like cuddling with your pet or your significant other, or talking with your friends, or going on a walk, or listening to music, or getting up and shaking. There's like the Chinese, whatever, where they move their bodies and they kind of like shake out the stagnant energy. Like, there's things that we can do, but there is something about avoiding or not wanting to see everything that has to do with some sort of like decision. This could just be like defensive energy because they're holding the swords, like, stay the heck away from me. But it's also like that stems from your thoughts. So it's like you think that you need to protect yourself from something, but I don't know if that's actually the case. I think that is like a perception, that is a thought pattern, that is a narrative that you tell yourself, that you need to protect yourself because people are out to get you, and the unit, it's like, but I think also like this could be you being afraid to think negative thoughts. Or I was listening to something recently with Abraham Hicks, and she was saying like, you're afraid to feel good about the worst case scenario of a situation because you feel like you're giving energy towards that manifesting, but that's not the case. What you're doing is you're making sure that you feel okay no matter what. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, I feel good no matter what, because I can find the positive and I can find the divination in each circumstance. Whether I get what I want and it makes me feel good because I got what I wanted, and it makes me feel good because this thing allows me to do this, this, and this, or worst case scenario, I don't get what I want, and that's an opportunity for this, this, and this to happen for me. Either way, and also if I'm in pure intentions, what I want is more likely to come to me, and if, this other thing that I don't want happens anyways, then it's for a reason, and being able to see that and being able to be okay with that. So I feel like there's some sort of avoidance with that, of like either not wanting to think negative thoughts, not wanting to have a conversation, not wanting to, feeling like you need to protect yourself, or like lying to yourself, and that could also be like, I'm going to tell myself all these positive things, but they feel like lies because that's not, you're like masking. Like, instead of trying to just imagine this thing happening all the time, sometimes we have to be okay with it not happening as well. It's like, either way, I'm going to be okay. That's the kind of thing that's coming to my mind. But let's dig a little deeper. Let's go in and get some clarification. Do some clarification cards to get like a better picture of what's going on this week. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. trying to create something, focusing on something in the beginning stages of a mission to create something in your physical realm. A new perspective, and what you don't see at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit in that area. So a new perspective is what is going to help us create this thing that we want. And introspection. The Hanged Man is somebody who's surrendering. They're surrendering, and they're literally hanging upside down, seeing things from a different perspective, which brings them enlightenment. It brings them, you know, like insight to something, because they're literally seeing it from a different perspective. Everything looks different upside down. Everything looks different, you know, when you look at things from a positive lens. But there's something about changing our perspective when it comes to creating the reality that we want, when it comes to creating this physical manifestation, when it comes to getting the dream body, getting the dream job, getting that thing that we want, doing that, you know, creating that idea that we've been sitting on for a while. There's something about changing our perspective and going within. There's soul searching and introspection that needs to happen. There's something about contemplation, being alone, listening to your own inner wisdom, your own inner guidance. Sometimes we want to seek advice from others or gratification from others, like, this is how I feel and this is what I want. Do you agree? Am I justified? Can you give me gratification for that? Like, it's like wanting to like talk and talk and talk. I know that I do that. I want to like talk, and I want to see what do you think about this, and what do you think about this, and what do you think about this, because I want, it's like I feel like I need like the gratification or the justification that I'm right, or that I'm justified in what I want, or that I'm on the right path or something like that. But even if everyone agreed with me, it wouldn't matter if I didn't agree with myself. So it's really going within, seeking the answers from within. There could be a need for meditation, also taking one step at a time in this journey, because the page is in the beginning stages of this journey. Everything is looking fruitful and optimistic right now. You're not focused on the challenges that could come up. There will be challenges, like, because the pages, it's always like showing not the pages, but in cards like this, there's always a field in the back that has been tilled, and it's like ready to be planted, or it has just been planted. And so it's like at the beginning stages, and you need to account for loss. Like, there are things that are going to come up when you're farming that are going to follow, like, it's going to be lost. And that always happens. There's nothing, even if you're like the best and you do the best job you possibly can, there are going to be things that don't work out the way that you thought that they were going to, and you need to be okay with that. So looking at things from a new perspective and going within for the answers that we seek moving forward this week. Let's do clarification for the 10 of Swords. We don't see what that is having to work with others, seeing others' perspectives. The King of Pentacles is the supporting card for the 10 of Swords. So I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is about leadership. It's about authority. It's about entrepreneurship. Discipline, though, is always what I think of with the King of Pentacles. Is like, you've been hurt for the last time, or you have experienced a loss for the last time, or something happened that was like the final straw. Whether it's a thought that you a thought that you thinked, whether it's something that you thought, an idea that came to your mind that was like, you know, like, I have it, like, I won't do this to myself anymore, I won't think these thoughts anymore. Or it's like a conversation that happened, or something happened, or an idea that was like, this is the last straw, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to take authority of my life. I'm going to become disciplined. I'm going to take the actions that it takes to get there, even if I have to work with others, even if I have to collaborate with others. It's about, you know, and even if there's not so many people supporting you in your corner, because the 3 of Pentacles always reminds me of like somebody who only has a couple people in their corner, and it can feel sometimes like you're not supported, or like you're not going to be able to get to where you want to go because you only have a few people in your corner. But I think that, you know, sometimes with endings, like you have to start from the beginning with that. But I would say stay disciplined, because, you know, you might be going through something painful right now. So the only thing that you can control, the only things that you can control, you need to hone in on that. And that's yourself. That's your own actions. That's your routines. The Ace of Pentacles is backed by the Queen of Swords. So this is about, and then we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So something does need to fall away. Boundaries do need to be set moving forward. And I think once you do that, things will be fruitful. There will be a manifestation come in that feels like it's out of nowhere, or like it's like finally this thing, like this new beginning. But yeah, things have to fall away. There's going to be like chaos. There's going to be upheaval, because the foundation wasn't solid to begin with. And so things are falling away now. But in that, how are you going to react to that? Are you going to have clear boundaries? Are you going to be clear-minded? Are you going to have unbiased judgment? Because also when you are dealing with chaotic situations or endings or trying to create something, you need to be unbiased. You need to not go into it with this like warped perception of reality based on your past. You need to go into your future with an unbiased judgment. You need to act as if the universe is working out for you. You need to be okay with things changing and falling away and surrendering to the process. With the Hanged Man. Queen of Cups is backed by the Knight of Cups. So I think once you focus on yourself, and then you have the Star card, which is beautiful energy. So once you kind of put a lid on these crazy emotions that you're going to be feeling right now, because you are going to be feeling them, you can start to put your energy into following your heart, doing what's best for you, doing self-care, and that will help you to create this, you know, wish fulfillment. And this renewed like healing energy. It's like right now when all of this is going on, I think dedication to yourself, to your craft, what it is that you want to create, controlling what you can control, forgetting the rest, being in the mindset that things will work out eventually. They always do. If you look back in your life, it's like it always works out eventually, even if in the moment it feels so bad. But, you know, taking care of yourself and focusing on taking care of yourself and focusing on seeing the beauty in things, even if it feels chaotic, is going to be something that's important right now for us as a collective. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles is what's backed by the Two of Swords. So this is the Self-Mastery card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands is somebody who doesn't care what everyone thinks about her. She's confident in herself and her belief systems, and she is determined and focused, and yeah, just super confident. So I feel like you need to, instead of like, there's like something about self-mastery and confidence and maybe like your self-esteem that you're avoiding. It's like, what are you not doing that you know that you could be doing that would better your life? That's like a little tweak to your daily routine that you're avoiding doing. That you need to stop avoiding that, and you need to work on that, whether that's eating healthier, saving your money, you know, it's something, it has something to do with like self-mastery. So it has something to do with you inside, and mastering something about yourself, and that's going to build your self-esteem. We're gonna pull one more for the Six of Wands. Oh, these cards are going crazy, girl. We have two. So the only way to ensure victory is through releasing this mindset that you're stuck in your current situation, and to be able to move forward and face duality no matter how, you know, like not needing gratification Doesn't matter if people agree with you. It doesn't matter what other people think. It only matters what's best for you, what you need to do for you. You're not trapped by your situation. That's an illusion. There's like these thoughts that are making you feel this way, and they're not true. So what can you do to move forward in those moments that you were thinking those thoughts? And that's what will lead you to victory, is being able to keep going forward no matter duality or not. We're going to pull an oracle card to end this reading for the collective. We have Nourish the Shadow, number 33, and I'm going to read this from the book. Jaguar represents the shadow, the subconscious aspects of ourselves we push away. Carl Jung says that these aspects usually stem from situations we encountered as children that lead us to feel shame, unworthiness, and abandonment. When we live out these programmed beliefs, or we then live out these programmed beliefs as adults. Jaguar comes to speak to us about nourishing our shadow. In this image, we see her drinking from the well of wholeness. The well in this image, inspired by Jungian and analyst Marion Woodman, is our place of nourishment and absolute wholeness. Water is where all life comes from. Without it, we have no vitality. Many of us ignore and starve our shadow aspects because they cause us so much pain. We push them away and we deeply criticize them. We chain our jaguar shadow and confine her to the furthest part of the backyard of our minds. She howls and cries for our nourishment, yet we still ignore her. In her banishment, because of the lack of love, her power grows as the master of self-sabotage. Ironically, if you would begin a relationship with her, you'd find that she is your greatest asset and leads to fulfilling your life's purpose. Funny that we instinctively banish her. Jaguar's medicine asks you to create a self-talk relationship with yourself and to ride the wave of hurt within. Every time a painful feeling arises, you now must tell yourself, I'm right here to feel this with you. I accept this uncomfortable feeling and I will ride it out with you. I am here to feel this with you. If you do this, the emotion will always detox out and dissipate, leading to a much quicker healing. But you must be strong and endure the pain. Commit to riding the waves of emotion together within yourself. This is the nourishment your jaguar shadow requests. If you witness her, she will start showing you a new and indestructible power within. Your shadow is where your diamond lives. So yes, we must be put under pressure. If we're coal, we're put under pressure and then we become a diamond. So I hope that this resonated with you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments below how. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in next week's collective energy report. Thanks.